Since all the flowers are beginning to bloom and the weather is getting really nice outside, I don't want to miss a minute of it. So that I can come out and enjoy it, I'm working on cleaning and decorating my screened-in porch. Well, this time I want to bring a little more of the outdoor in by adding more green plants to my porch. And I was really interested in a nice manicured look of the topiary for my indoor-outdoor space. Well, let me show you how I literally brought the outdoors in and created my own topiaries using a few sticks and pine cones that I found in my backyard. To make my topiaries, I picked up a bunch of pine cones from my backyard and a few large sticks from branches. To assemble everything, I'll be using terracotta pots, floral foam, potting soil, green spray paint, newsprint, masking tape, hot glue gun, Gorilla hot glue sticks, and a little Your House at Home metallic paint. While cleaning the yard and pulling weeds, it was easy to find tons of pine cones in my yard because we have so many pine trees. So I collected a bunch of them. And if you want, when you first collect these, you can look up how to clean the pine cones out free of bugs. I don't soak them or do anything like that. When I collect them and put them in the bag, any bugs that are in there will come out. If not, they will come out when I start spray painting the pine cones. But I did tap and shake each of these pine cones because I don't like killing anything, not even bugs. And since I want my plants to be green, I'm using this green spray paint. This is the closest thing I could find to a natural green, but you want to find something that's a pretty natural green and preferably a flat color. Now I'm laying all my pine cones out on this old cloth and I'm going to spray them all on one side. And you can just coat the outside green. Don't worry about getting all of the inside of the pine cone green because I think the brown pecan drew will help it look more natural. And then turn them and spray them on the other side. Now while my pine cones are drying in the sun, I'm going to assemble my pots. I'm going to put a little hot glue around the base of the pot and place floral foam into the pots. Now this one is really snug, so I could just squeeze the floral foam into the pot. And I want to make sure that the floral foam in each pot is slightly below the top of the pot. So I'm using a box cutter to just cut off the excess floral foam. Now I'm taking these outside and I'm going to put some potting soil in the pots to give it some weight and to make it look more natural. Next I'm going to plant my sticks into the pot. For this large pot I'm using a large, pretty straight stick that I found. I want to make a spiral topiary. So I'm just going to push this right into the foam, kind of straight down. Make sure that the stick is standing pretty straight before I push it in. And then I'm just going to sort of rotate and push it down in there. Now for the other pot, I'm planting 3 different size sticks. I saw an image of a topiary where there were these balls coming out of each top, so I wanted to do something similar to that. Some of the holes got a little stretched out, so I'm going to stuff some styrofoam in between the pieces just to make sure it's nice and snug, and then cover that up with dirt. Okay, now we're finally ready to add the pine cones. I'm going to start with my spiral shaped topiary. So I'm going to take some newspaper and roll it up into a long tube I'm using newsprint and some masking tape to do this. I'm going to use some tape and a little hot glue to make a spiral shape up the long stick. And this will help to give this plant more volume and define the shape that I want. Now to add my pine cones, I'm going to start at the bottom and use hot glue on the paper and on the stick to place the pine cones. And I'm going to glue the pine cone to the paper and glue the pine cones to themselves. And you want to hold these in place for a while until the glue starts to solidify. So probably going to count at least 20 seconds while you hold it in place before you move your hand so it won't fall off. And since this will be in my screened-in porch, it will be damp and sometimes cold and hot, so I'm using the Gorilla glue stick because these are stronger. It'll hold together much better. The regular glue sticks, the pieces will fall off, so make sure you use a tough glue stick for this so that it can stay together longer. If you want, in addition, you can add some Gorilla clear glue in between the pieces after you hot glue it, just to make it even stronger. When you place in each pine cone, you want to try to angle it in a direction that it is going, so that it'll have a nice flow around the curves, and you can angle a few of them outward. It'll give it a nice natural look. But make sure you glue to the paper and glue also to the pieces, and make sure there are some pieces that are attached to the stick in the middle. Now I'll put this newsprint here to give me some volume and direction, but as it goes up to the top it should get thinner, and the paper makes it pretty thick, so I'm going to cut the top pieces off and just glue the pine cones to the stick so it'll be a thinner swirl at the top. And this is what it looks like. I like it. It's sort of a hybrid between an evergreen and a cactus. For my other tree, I want to make balls that come out of the top of each branch. So I'm going to start with this piece of branch at the bottom, and it's really important to hold the piece in place while the glue dries, because we're gluing this directly to the branches, and you want to make sure there's glue that goes on each piece as they connect together. So I'm going to hold these in place for at least 30 seconds. And I'm starting at the bottom, I'm going around, and then I'm placing the pieces in between other pieces as I go up to the top. Also, I'm cutting some of the pine cones smaller with some garden shears to put in between the larger pieces to give it a more rounded shape. To add a little character and shine to my clay pots, I'm doing a white wash and brushing on a little of my metallic pearl white paint. Now I have two beautiful new exotic trees to enjoy in my indoor-outdoor space. Now you can pick up all my favorite crafting supplies and products used on this show with the one-click, easy shopping, and fast delivery convenience of Amazon. On my new Amazon shopping page, type in amazon.com/shop/yourhouseofhometv, and you'll find all the supplies for my newest project, all my crafting supplies, project pieces, home decor, kitchen, garden, and more. And pick up our Your House of Home metallic multi-surface acrylic paint. With 8 shimmering colors, you can mix millions of colors and paint on any surface, indoor or outdoor, to create endless home beauty. And while you're there, add to your cart our Book of Elegant Home Crafts Volume 1, filled with step-by-step instructions for your favorite projects. Available here in paperback and ebook. See the information tab for the hardcover. Get this and all the supplies you need for your next project all in one place. I'll be working every day to add great products to make home crafting fast and easy. Follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Snapchat at Your Hustle Home and Your Hustle Home TV for daily home, food, and gardening tips.